Regretfully, I do not know the other runes that name the remaining realms. Hopefully in your travels you will discover these other runes. If you do, transfer them onto the steering stone in the same way. The Death Gate will never let you into the other realms if you do not.
Can we talk about something else?
Of course. What do you want to know?
How do you get back into the labyrinth to help our people escape?
The labyrinth doesn't mind letting people in. It's letting them out that it doesn't like. I think the labyrinth has something personal against me. It tries to lure me in as far as possible before it throws everything it has at me. Don't believe that I'm not afraid. Every time I enter, I wonder if I'll ever return. I've been able to get the best of that demon place many times, but every trip it gets more devious, more dangerous.
What is your plan?
The Sartans' plan was unnatural. They killed millions of mensch and consigned our race to a living hell. I intend to undo the damage. I want to reform the world. Much like the Sundering, the Reformation will require all 5 of the seal pieces. I have the Nexus seal piece, but I need the other 4. The Sartan have hidden them somewhere in their realms. You must be my agent. I need you to go into the realms and find those seal pieces and bring them back here. When I have them all, I will reform the world, free our people, and bring the Sartan to justice. Now I know the naming rune for only one of the realms. I will give you a marker with the rune upon it. Use the rune transfer spell to place it upon the steering stone on board your ship. The stone will then be able to transport you to Arianus, the realm of air. Since I don't know the runes that name the other 3 realms, I can only hope that you will find them somewhere on Arianus. I also wish to know what happened to the Sartan. Their disappearance mystifies me. Finally, I want you to learn any new spells that you come across. It's only through the infusion of new spells that we will be able to build up our arsenal of magic. So, do you understand your mission? Take your ship to Arianus, search for its seal piece and the other realms' naming runes, and gather any information you can about the missing Sartan and new magic spells. When you have finished, come back here, deliver the seal piece to me, and give me your report. Now I shall teach you the 2 spells you will need. Watch me closely. This is the rune transfer spell. Study it. Remember it. This next construct defines the identify spell. Watch me again. That's all, my son. I am entrusting the fate of our race to you. Do not fail me. Yes, I forgot that you'll need some light for the ship's interior. I'll still have 1 glow lamp left. Feel free to take that one. You do not need this book for your quest, Aplo. I am researching the Reformation, and as this book is very damaged, it's quite difficult. I certainly don't want it damaged any further.
Oh my, you're huge. But you're not glowing. Are you a god?
A god? Of sorts, perhaps. Why would I be glowing?
All gods glow. At least everyone I've seen glows. How can you be a god if you're not glowing?
You've seen gods around? Do they call themselves Sartan by chance?
No. They just call themselves gods. Maybe you're thinking about some other gods.
Well, if you were a god, you'd know that we don't necessarily glow all the time.
The gods claim that they are gods because they glow. Anyone who doesn't glow can claim to be a god. You're big, but I don't think you're a god.
How many gods have you seen?
About this many. I think that there are more, but I don't get to see them.
Ah, you've caught me. I'm not really a god, I'm just a traveler.
A traveler? Nice to meet you. I'm Jar. You're awfully big not to be a god, but you don't act like one. They're always yelling and commanding and taking things. Gods aren't very nice. Look what they did to my electric zinger panel.
What did they do?
They tore it apart, that's what. They tromped in here on one of their studies, ripped out one of the control switches, and removed a zinger from on top of its pole outside. Do they think that we have spares? They didn't even tell me why they did it either. Just because someone's a god doesn't mean they have to be impolite, you know.
You don't like these gods very much, do you?
What's not to like? They're rude, imperious, and self-centered. I'd heard that gods were supposed to be generous and helpful. Just because you're born casting light, that gives you the right to boss everyone around?
Electric zinger? What's that?
The zingers are set up on the poles outside of the cave. When the lightning hits them, they suck up the electricity. I think the Kixie Windy likes electricity or something. After the zingers have sucked up all they can hold, I pull these levers. Then the show starts.
Show? What show?
The zingers go crazy. They start spinning around and shooting sparks everywhere. Most of the electricity gets sucked into the Kixie Windy, though, through the poles. Then my meters go back down, and I wait all over again.
The Kixie Windy? What's that?
Why, it's the machine. How can you not know about the Kixie Windy? It's everywhere. It digs our homes out from the earth. It makes water for us to drink, and does, well, other things too. It's our responsibility to care for it, so it can care for us as well.
You mean that's all you do? Sit here and pull levers?
It's not that easy. You have to know the very best time to pull the levers. My family has been pulling these levers for years, and I'm the best lever puller there's been in a long time.
This is all very interesting, but can you tell me more about these gods?
Well, they only showed up about 100 years ago. They dropped from the air in a flying ship. We were curious, of course, and were prepared to greet them as friends. But a glowing figure emerged and declared itself our god. At least one of many. None of us glow, and no one had ever claimed to be a god before, so we believed it. Now they've moved in and taken control. Personally, I liked life without all this divine intervention.
When it arrived, your glowing figure claimed to be a god, and you bought it?
Why would someone lie about that? I wouldn't claim to be a god if I wasn't. Besides, he glowed. The way they explain it, you can't glow if you're not a god.